It's official, my friends. We are starting Dreamcatcher. New start from Fairy brand. Paint and Fairy cross stitch. Lots of you voted for this start. I asked in my video which one should we start. I give you 3 options, and most of you, almost 99%, choose this design. And you probably already watched my shorts video or on TikTok if you're following me. So this beauty we are going to do, and I have already, okay, I think we're going to keep it this way. I park lots of threads already, you can see in here, but we will start from the very corner and going up. It's a very easy corner in here, no confetti whatsoever, but we do have lots of blends in here. And I already have 2 threads on my needles because 2 needles came with this design. And right now this is solid color, I think, and the other one as well. The other one is black, I think. So in these 2 colors we don't have a blends, but we do have a little bit later. I think I know there is a blend in here higher. There's 2 of these blends, and then on the other side blends very pretty. We will get to that part. So, well, wish me luck and let's get started. Very tiny print. I finished a black color, as I told you in my starry night video. So I finished all the black colors, so now I don't really need big frame for that design. Oh, what is this? Some white. Oh, okay. This piece of corner, I'm just going to trim. That's the corner of the canvas that is serged a little bit too long. I'm going to chop so I don't keep catching it. All right. And I'm using, let me see if I can show you. For this one I'm using my magnet like this one. I do have a cross stitch like this as well by Spring brand, but it is pretty. The other one, Fairy brand magnet, I have only one that has actual name of the brand. I have pinned into my other design that I'm stitching with the flowers. It's called Colorful Illusion. So I frame just right now into this square Q-snap of 43 centimeters square. And because it's brand new one, this top part of the frame is really strong and hold fabric very nice tension. When it's time to kind of switch and take it off, I put up really good fight to take them off the canvas. So right now they hold in my canvas so nicely. And one more thank you to my lovely viewer on my channel who recommended this canvas to me. I think I'm going to love it because so many colors in here, all those bright colors, and especially have metallics. Surprisingly, I didn't get any metallic blend yet on this corner. I think we will have metallic mostly like in this area, somewhere in here, because it's such a beautiful illusion of sparkles up there. So I think that's what we're going to have, metallics up there. And my apology, you keep staring on this sword. It's dry. I know it's not a very pleasant thing to look at, but if I put a sticker on the top, it's gonna be even worse, and my threads will keep catching up all the time. No idea how I scratched it, but I did. I only park like one thread of each colors. So obviously this symbol that we're stitching right now, I will need much more to park, because look at the big chunk of the symbols. It's going to be very easy stitching for now, at least. Later on, higher, we will have some lots of confettis, that's for sure. Now it's very easy. So I'm glad that I took with me to the campground this design. I did all this parking, braided my threads nice and pretty. You can even put, like, if your braids keep untangling, you can put those, you can buy at dollar store, I know I got it, like a little elastics that supposed to be go for like baby's hair, colorful elastic for the baby's fine hair braids. And if you can put them, but like not too tight, just enough to keep your braids together, that will help. Because with this particular design, so lots of threads up there, and those braids are chubby and a little bit untangling as I move them around. But it's still so much better than just being as it was before. It's less messy looking, more organized. And let me remind you that this brand carry only Egyptian threads, which is amazing threads. They have a factory showing under templates how this threads is made. And I love to stitch with them. It's always exciting to start new design, but at the same time, on the back of my head, I'm already thinking that, you know, a couple days I did not stitch my flowers, and I mentioned before that I would stitch every single day, but because I have so many whips, sometimes my hand just not reaching to this many. And I was little by little stitching the Starry Night because I really needed frame for this design. Besides those fancy expensive frames, this one Q-snap in this size is one of my favorite. I wish they would make them bigger size even, but so far this is the biggest one of 43 centimeters. Comfortable, very comfortable for big projects, and lightweight, easy to store. I tried before to start from different corner, it just didn't work for me. This is my favorite corner to start. Which usually corners, it's the most like boring piece of the design. Usually it's always kind of dark. It's okay. It's going to be just like this corner, a little bit dark, but from here, this red symbols, that's already no, this one like a blue, navy blue and black. Yeah, it's the same one that kind of almost every stitching, but a little bit further in here on the side, you see that? Oh, that's where you see those blends, beautiful blends, dark blue and light blue. And there's some in here, the same blue as here, but also kind of like a turquoise, lighter blue. Lots of blends is gonna start up there, so we're going to have some pretty color soon, not far away. I just need to pass in this corner. Right now that I'm stitching, I think it's a 939 maybe, looks like. And the red symbol stripes, you have to be 310, could be. I can't tell you right now. It could be dark brown. Kind of hard to tell now. But look at the symbol print. Oh my god, this is so nice print. I'm so happy that this brand started to sell their product overseas, because believe it or not, they are open for 15 years and they never sell overseas, only in China up there. So this is the first year they decided to try overseas market, and I have to say they took over this market by the storm. We all know what is good, right? And when it's good, we want to stitch it. So it's another amazing brand to put into your bucket list. There's a few brands right now that is very nice, and that's why they are more pricey, more expensive, unfortunately, but that's why you're gonna have a good product. Plus size is really big as well on this design. That's why expensive, because need lots of threads, and Egyptian threads is not cheap threads. Plus metallic also is expensive stuff, right? Especially for this one. Somebody else mentioned to me another design that have metallic threads. Is this something like Asian woman on a picture? Or something umbrella, I think word was. I can't remember. I have to go and find that comment. That was lots of metallic threads as well. Something with umbrella. If you have the design, please share the product, what's on the inside, in my Facebook group, please. I will appreciate that. So I park every color that go on the bottom of this corner. So we will have some good patch done. Yes, my computer is making a lots of noises. Forgive that. Something is running on my other computer. Video uploading for Wednesday. This one will be probably for Thursday, because I don't have nothing yet on Thursday. I'm a little bit slacking off and record as I go, like one video per day. No, yesterday I record 2 videos for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So this one will be Thursday, and then I have to record maybe 2 more today to catch up before my camp. And you know that right now I have very little time for recording, just so little less days right now, because The Weekends by the Camper. I love camp. Ooh, I shouldn't say the word loud before my doggy hear me. One of them, no, two of them sleeping next to me. Anyone else behind the chair usually. One's like right at my feet. The blondie one. And his brother on a vent. I don't know how he never cold. Eventually he'll freeze himself and go on a sofa. But right now he's laying right on a vent. Where is air conditioner going? I should move maybe a little bit up. I'm in big trouble, I think, because I'm waiting packages of cross stitch and I'm already having a hard time because I feels like I want to start immediately on 2 of them of 3. No, there's gonna be more, I think. Oh my god. I don't know, but I will have to really start pushing my old whips because I'm absolutely amazed from the new designs right now and this beautiful print that kind of hard to get back to the older whips. Even I love them, but it would be better if I finish them sooner a little bit. Then I wouldn't be feel as bad to start new designs. That cute little cat of beaded designs. Did you see my camping video? Oh my god, that's so cute and it goes so fast. It's just a few hours I was sitting and stitching and already 7 rows. Like, oh yes, I can finish this in a few weeks. If I would stitch all this weekend, little by little, at night, kind of, at evening, whatever, which I'm tired more faster up there, you know, fresh air knock me down quicker than at home. And honestly, yesterday my house went to sleep very early, everybody, I would say. Around 9 o'clock my husband went and out. He touched the pillow and he gone. So I decided I was really tired and sleepy. So I sit on a sofa with my tablet, play some games a little bit. I was trying to get myself a little bit back into the working mood, right? And then I got myself even more tired, and around 10, maybe 11, probably 10, I went to sleep as well. And that was the earliest probably I went to sleep. I never go to sleep this early. So for me that was like a shocking. And then I remember that I forgot to edit my video and schedule for the actual starry night. If you notice, I was late few minutes, but luckily dogs wake me up early. Catherine was getting ready like for school, so it was commotion in the house. So I get up and usually I'm checking my YouTube first thing in the morning, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, why I don't see my video? All of a sudden I remember that I forgot to post. So I started quickly do some editing and I was late, I think maybe 10 minutes, so it wasn't bad. So thank goodness I get up early. And that's it. 6:10 or something my video was already uploaded. And I did not go back to bed. I was up and finishing Starry Night black color. So all 310 is done now. I pull out from the frame and now I just have to pick spot for my next rotation. something that has those pretty blue colors or turquoise, and maybe I'm just going to put in a little hoop just for one time, whatever. No, if I would record with you, yeah, I would put in a hoop or a little frame, something. But for myself, I can stitch in hands, I think, for now. So that's good. Now I have this beauty in a frame, which I do wait more frames, fancy frames, those heavy duty frames. So if this canvas will fit in one of those, yeah, depends on the size, and see if some of them, my canvases whips, will fit on it. So I might will switch. Oh, hold on, let me just pull a little bit more. Okay, I think that's the highest point for this symbol finishing, like right, no, this like it's go up and up, but in this batch, I wish the threads would be even longer. I like to stitch with longer threads. Okay. What to do? I have like a one single in here. Maybe I will jump from that. So I'm gonna make a half stitch. Oh, it's a two, actually, 2 and 3. Oh, and continue higher. Okay, I will do that patch later. I will be returning in here, because I can do with my new thread if I go upwards. So let's turn around this way. I wanted to stitch a little bit by myself and show you the progress, but then I thought, well, let me start this one together with you. I didn't want to park threads together with you, because it's a very job kind of, you have to flip a canvas. Sometimes I flip, sometimes I just do like most of the pin stitch. Plus I was doing at the campground, and they're kind of dark kind of inside, and just a little space, dogs and people making noises. So I decided I'm just going to park and not to stitch. And when I was parking, usually it's stitch 1 or 2, usually stitch 1 in full stitch, and then other stitch a half stitch for the parking. So I didn't do any extra stitch in here whatsoever by myself. I saved that for you to watch together. So we start this design together. So if you do have this design, if you own this design, sorry, my camera cut me off. If you have this design and you stitching with me, please raise your hands. Tell me how many of you actually own this Dreamcatcher, and welcome stitch together with me if you want to. And if you're afraid to start because you have 10 whips already, never mind. By now I have probably 60 whips and doesn't bother me. I love stitching. And it's only whips in cross stitch. How many whips I still have in diamond paintings, that's questionable too. We have to finish that diamond painting collection of fruits. You know, every video I mention where to get those fruits, and people still asking question, where did you get it? Well, why don't you watch my video and listen? Don't skip, listen the information in the video. Especially if I at the campground, I can't really give any links. I do have a links to these fruits in my older video, which I posted link to the AliExpress store. We need to finish the collection. Not sure what kind of fruit. I'm just going to grab probably fruit whatever is on the top of the pack. I can see sirens. Somebody in trouble. This weekend I decided I will take Ambulate with me. I need to make more progress. Even if I stitch a couple of hours, that will give me a little bit boost. I parked tons of new threads up there, lots of park threads, so if I can stitch at least a half of them, that would be amazing. I even park up there some of those very pretty colorful red threads. Okay, let me see in here. Do I have another thread for this stripy? No, that's not. So from this one I need to jump somewhere in here to finish my thread, and I definitely need a much more parking to do in here on this particular symbol. Okay, we're moving up. I'm looking forward to stitch with metallic threads. In the descriptions, not descriptions, but like in a book with the symbol how to stitch, usually it's one thread of Egyptian thread and one thread of metallic. And what I'm thinking, it's going to be way too thin probably to have just a one thread of certain color, because metallic is like super thin. So I think I will stitch like I usually do. It's to get actual two threads of the main color and then add metallic, or even do like I did my corgi puppy. Well, obviously up there didn't call for metallic, but I added by myself, and I like the way I did because I stitched metallic later, so it's kind of double work, yes, but all metallic threads layer on the top of other stitches, and it was nice, visible, nice sparkle. If I will stitch with metallic at the same time with other threads, they will flip and curl, and sometimes regular threads would cover metallic threads, metallic would fall on the bottom. So I don't know if that would be good or not. But you know what, that was a half stitch, so it was okay to stitch later. With the full cross stitch it's not gonna work because you have to layer twice. So yeah, I will use 2 regular threads and then metallic also. That's how I'm going to stitch. Well, I will probably try it first to see how they look like with one, but I'm just thinking it's going to be too thin and see-through. Okay, we are on the very bottom in here, a little bit tricky. Hold on, we pull this thread away. Let's get this corner. To feel my needle, I might have to. Usually I take it off my protector from my fingers so I can feel a thread and not to slip. Sorry if this is not very comfortable for you to watch. Very close to the frame. Okay, I can stitch. Hold on, where is it? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Couple more stitches. And I will make it one more. Okay, now let's see. Pin stitch to finish. Usually it's hard because this canvas are hard. Oh, went kind of easy this time. And I'm just gonna make one more pin stitch on the same symbol in here next to it. Okay, that's one a little bit bigger than I hope, but that's okay. We'll overstitch, we're not going to see that. Okay. Now we're going to move on to my next symbol, and that is this red symbol. We are doing color by color from the corner. Okay, I like this one. My other one I stitched so much that already I have kind of like a, look at that, I made a hole in here already. So I need to get new one, but this one is comfortable as well, this fingers protection. Can we see the difference in the color here a little bit? Definitely this is black one, and the other one I think was 939. I could mistake. you know how the other brands have numbers on the canvas of the threads? Interestingly, Fairy brand don't do that. Because this canvas are very big, so whatever didn't fit in a frame, I just roll from my left side first and then fold it from the top and pin with my clamp to keep the canvas together. As soon as we get a little bit further away from the frame, it will be much easier for me to stitch. But still, this canvas have a big edges, so it's easy. It was to park, and I still have like a room in here, because usually if that would be, let's say, Joy Sunday, my frame would cover even some of the printed area, because it wouldn't be enough room. This one has a good excess of, they like generous on a fabric around, so that's good. Sunny day today, but I can see that it's very windy. Yesterday was rain. I will take a wind over rain instead, that's for sure. Does any else of you go camping? I know Dawn. She's Dawn or Donna, how is it correct will be pronounced. She usually camping with her sister, as far as I remember. Does anybody else have a camper and like to have a fun in the summer? Let me know. It's such a beautiful, I've been before in many different parks, but then when we found this one by the lake, that's it. I say, I don't want any other park. This is perfect. So we stuck. And my husband family actually were for years park at the same park when Don was my husband, when he was a kid. So that was like his childhood campsite. And that's where he lost his teeth, riding a bike. He fell and a bar came out, I think. And he wiped out with his face on the ground. That's a boy's life. Because there is some hills, like down hills up there. And I just picture how he was riding probably fast, trying to show off. I'm riding a bike. Or maybe even speed with some other kids. Who knows? So he has some brutal memory about that. As I'm looking at right now on this little tiny screen on my camera, I barely see the difference between these two colors. But I bet when you're gonna watch this on a big screen, you will see more than I am. Okay, I'm getting hot. I need to take off my house coat. What I did today, usually, you know, when I'm stitching, I keep pulling a fluff from puppies because it's always end up sticking to my clothes. So today I'm stitching. I put shorts, and they are kind of like a silky shorts. I still pull out sometimes, maybe from my house coat now stuck some to me, but it's kind of, I wear clothes that hair doesn't stick very well, and plus thread right now touching my legs, my skin, not the clothes, so hopefully we're not gonna stitch too much with the fluff in here. Okay, this edge of fabric in here a little bit on my way, closing for me. Hopefully you don't see my top of my head because I'm trying to peekaboo here. Frame is closing view for me. You know what I'm going to do in here? Am I going to stop this right now? Because I have this on the bottom, right in here, few of the stitches, and then continue here. So if I stitch all this as I go, later I will have to this one, like stretch from here to there. So I would have to flip my canvas or just leave a stretch in the back. So not to do that, I will stitch this first and then, you know, stretch to here, and with this symbol it will overstitch the thread in the back of my canvas. So I have to untangle the silicone bobbin and get the thread from that symbol. Hold on, let me get this one here. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right now into my magnet. And which one is it? From this one. Let me just untangle. I have many times questioned about these bobbins, and my friends, I check it out many other stores, and I even check Amazon. Some of this one, like this pink one, came with the design, but if you need many of them, Dreamstitch sell them by hundreds, and they are the cheapest way you can purchase. Because on Amazon, yes, you can have them in a bigger size, because I think I was watching like pack of 5 in different sizes, but it was about $10, I think. And in Dreamstitch you can buy 100 of them for $18, I think. So that's a big difference. Okay, I'm just going to leave this thread hanging without tangling up. Let's see, this one, no, this one also solid color. This is not blend. Okay, just a minute, I'm just going to put into the needle. I want to get the symbol first from the bottom. Okay, I think that's the one. Green, yes. That's already color in here. It's what is it, like a, what would you call this color? Purple, burgundy. No, I think burgundy color, it's more to brown. I'm not sure what this color would be, but it's colorful. Oh, I just keep restarting my camera. Looks like we are such in a deep stitching in here that I didn't realize how fast time go. Okay, this video will be probably hour long. Okay, so look now, when I'm going to park this thread in this portion, let's just show you like this visually. You see the other colors will be over stitching this, or I can even go like to this portion first to over stitch. Doesn't matter which side, but I think I will go here. It's still all this brown symbol will later stitch, and some of this pink one right now that I'm going to stitch. So that's why kinda you play with your threads as you see them on your canvas, which one will be more comfortable for you. Okay. I don't know, should we just continue stitch this one now a little bit? Okay, I'm going to leave this one parked and go back to my original needle to stitch. Oh, why is it off the focus? Okay, let's do it this one. Continue from the bottom. On my calendar right now it's 10th already. You know what that means? That means I have to start stitching some of the beaded project already. 10 days already gone, so I have 20 days to stitch 20 rows. That's a lot. I have to speed up, so I might going to do stitch a little bit today, because also I want to do tutorial how I going to change wrong stitched beads and how I'm going to secure them. Yeah, that's definitely, I should do this today. Come on. Okay, where's the hole? Can we find it? I'm so happy about this new start. I would be stitching like all day long, but I still have to have other design to do, which that bead and design, it's going to be tutorial, so maybe I will upload for Friday, because this video will be on Thursday. So yeah, next one in line Friday. I don't think I will receive any package these days, which I'm waiting few of them. I think I'm waiting 4 packages right now, so I need to create some whip and chat tutorials. So yeah, beaded should be on Friday. If any changes, then it's going to be different, but for now I don't have any other plans. And at the campground I will do video with you, stitch a little bit on those cats because they are cute, very nice and bright colorful threads, I mean beads. So we're going to bead stitch, bead embroider a little bit, and that way I will have at least one video ready for next week. If you look up, we're going to have such a fun time when we're going to start to stitch these feathers. See, that's the blends that I already put it, and look at this, my favorite colors in here. That's going to be fun part. Maybe some metallic in here, who knows. Oh, cannot wait to that part. So I have to stitch as fast as possible this dark corner to have some fun. I know this thread keep pulling. So we already stitching third frame, one frame around 23-24 minutes. So you can think, like, you know, how much time we stitching, and we stitch such a tiny progress. So I can imagine how many hours if you would have the clock to clock out to see how many times, like how many days or hours you spend on stitching certain design in this size. Some people stitch and hate 10 years or more, and some of them stitching like very often, and you would think, oh my goodness, how long will it take me to stitch my design that I'm stitching just some time, little by little. In my height of right now, I have maybe, what is it, 1200 or something stitches. It's so little, so little. Oh, those threads keep. So if you are stitching with me this design, thank you very much. If you planning to order, more than welcome. Use my discount code, save 5%. I will definitely need to park more thread for that blue stripe to continue this corner to be stitched. I will try my best not to go wild by the cross country like I like to do. I will try to do by cross country, but in the way to make a full coverage. So for example, if I finish certain thread, for example this pink, but I have a more pink in here, I wouldn't go for that pink, I would start whatever is next in line, and that way we will see progress a little bit better in a full patch instead of scattered together like everywhere symbol. Some other my older whip I still going to do cross country by eliminating color by color. I like to do that, so you kind of cannot see results until you've really done, so it's still a mystery. So if you're ready to spend some good money on a good product, definitely this one in my recommendation. Love it so far, enjoying stitching, visibility of the symbols incredibly good. Nothing bad to say. Instead, you know, the only bad thing is don't have enough time to stitch. Needed longer days and longer lifetime for us crafters, right? This particular symbol I have like way further away, still on the bottom of this canvas, but it's going to be, if I can look on my picture in here, this feathers, I think if you look at a picture, oops, it's somewhere in here, same symbol as right now I'm stitching, far away. Or higher, lots of the symbols and higher up, still in a frame visible for me to stitch, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go slowly in the bottom all the way across this frame as much as I can fit. Till maybe one day I will have like a stroll frame big enough to fit the whole length of the canvas. That would be nice. Usually I stitch my threads like all the way to the needle, right? But because I don't have any symbol in here close enough to me, and the other one is far away, I'm not going to bother probably to save this thread because it's black. I do have lots of black threads if I run out, but usually it's a good amount of threads gonna be still left, and it's literally like maybe 6 inches thread, and my battery is flashing. So we are done stitching for today. That's my little tiny progress for my first stitching together with you. Thank you for starting with me. I love it, and not sure if I'm going to stitch by myself these days, but we are going to stitch a lot on it, and hopefully many of you will join me. Thank you for being here. Thank you, wonderful Dream Stitch, for sending me this design. Also, you can get them in both stores. Many stores selling them, but this particular I got from Dream Stitch, and I love stitching it. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.